All right, you guys, we're going to continue with some more projects for Earth Day. And I want you to think about using recycled materials, things that we would normally throw away, to turn into art. So this is a great project for 5th or 6th graders because we're going to use hot glue guns. So my 5th and 6th graders are allowed to use them in my classroom. If you have one at home, this would be a great project to do. I would normally give you guys 2 weeks to work on this because it's a Mother's Day present. Okay, so you need some pieces of cardboard. If you can't find a box, you can also use the back pieces, these heavier pieces of a notebook. So we're going to need those, some scissors, a hot glue gun. If you don't have hot glue, you can also just use regular white school glue. It just takes longer for it to dry and set up. So you'll see the steps here in a minute and why the glue gun works better than regular school glue. All right, so first things first, we're going to cut our cardboard piece into a square or a rectangle. All right, square or a rectangle. All right, guys, so we have our squares and rectangles cut out. The glue guns are plugged in, getting warm. We're going to take a marker so that we can see our drawings really well. And I want you to imagine any picture, shapes, it can be abstract, that represents your mom or that you think mom might like. So think about what the kitchen looks like. Maybe think about the bedroom. Where could mom put a piece of art that's made by you that she'd want to keep up all year? So is it a butterfly, a flower? There's no right or wrong image here. So imagine anything. If you make a mistake, you got a second do-over on the back, okay? So draw with a big fat marker anything that represents your mama. Or, and I know some kiddos don't live with their mom, so you might have a grandma or an aunt that takes care of you, and that's fine too. So whoever is the mom in your life, that's who we're making this for. All right, you guys got some ideas going? So I'm going to draw this one. I'll do 2 different ideas just to get people started here. Well, you can always cut it down some more.
And I like to do.
All right, so what about a symbol, right? You could draw some curlicues, some hearts, just a line drawing, okay? We're not going to think in with lots of depth yet. We just need a line drawing. So you can think about different shapes. Here we go, even if I add some more depth to that heart. Okay, what else? Ooh, that's a good one. Coming along. Okay, what if you put the word mom with some little details on it? That would definitely work. So I want everybody to be creative, come up with your own idea. You can even outline the letters a little bit more. Okay, you guys have some ready? Not quite? All right, I'm gonna pause the video until they get theirs ready and we'll be right back. All right, you guys, so they've got their designs ready. Go ahead. Perfect, so they both did butterflies because I love butterflies. So that's a perfect symbol and icon for me. All right, you guys, you ready for the fun part? All right, we've got our line drawing. We use something thick and heavy, a piece of cardboard, the back of a notebook, okay? That way the hot glue doesn't come through paper and stick to your table. So now your job is to take your glue gun, okay? And we're not gonna touch anything in the front. That's where it gets hot at. Make sure the trigger works. You're gonna pull that back and it's gonna squirt hot glue out just like we've practiced all year long, being safe and careful. You're gonna fill in the shape or the drawing that you made with hot glue. And it's gonna bump up, okay? So this gives us a little bit of depth and height to our drawings. So we're gonna fill these in with hot glue. Remember, if you have a low temp glue gun, you need to make sure you use the right size glue stick that fits in your glue gun. And if you have the bigger glue gun, you need to make sure you have the correct size glue stick for that as well, just like we practiced at the beginning of the school year. All right, you guys, I don't know how well this will show up on the video. Oh, you can see it a little bit. Okay, so you can see how the glue sticks up off of our cardboard. So we're going to do this all the way around. All your details, anything you create on your design, we're just going to outline that with hot glue. All right, we'll be back when we get that done. All right, you guys, so I've got mine all the way outlined. All the details have hot glue on them now. You can see it sticks up off of the cardboard. So that's our goal. You got yours done? Yep, show it off. Good deal. All right, so what we're going to do is rub your hand as soon as this is all the way dry. Rub your hand over and get rid of some of those little stringies from the glue. And then you're going to need another supply. This you can usually find in the kitchen. Ask Mom if she has some you can borrow. You need aluminum foil, okay? And we're going to make this a little bit bigger than our actual project. So you can sit yours on top. Take a look, make sure you have some extra, and then cut it off, okay? You still have your hot glue gun out, and what we're going to use is this project. We've got the glue, the bumpy part is right here. Put that face down on the dull side. So let me show you that again, okay? Shiny side down, bumpy side down on the dull side, okay? And then we're going to wrap this around, but I'm going to put some little hot glue on here to hold it in place. Okay, and I'm going to put some glue on my other sides, and we're just going to fold it over. The back can be kind of messy right now. So we've got the shiny, and we're going to cut off the extra, so don't worry if it's a big mess. Okay, shiny side on the front. Your cardboard and your glue design is inside here. All right, you got yours figured out? Yeah. Flip that the other way, the bumpy side down. Nope, that's right, bumpy side down. There you go. All right, so while they're working on getting caught up on that, then you can take this, and we're going to use our fingers, and we're going to go on our tin foil and press down, because it's going to make all of those bumps from our hot glue show through the tin foil, okay? So now I'm going to go around it and bump a little bit more. Here, sit this on the top. There you go. Now it's ready. There you go. All right, so you're going to go all over your design, pressing down with your fingers, and you want to be careful so you don't rip your tin foil. Okay, so you'll be able to see. As I start to press, you can see that detail starts to pop through. And right there's those two little details that are dots that I made. So you're going to take your time. Here's the right here. And push all the way around so you can see that design. And we'll be right back. All right, guys, so you can see I've got the heart. You can see the design showing through. So we're ready for our last step. This usually takes us to week 2 in my classroom. And the last thing to do is to take Sharpie markers. And it has to be Sharpie or a permanent marker so that it'll stick to the tin foil, okay? So I'm going to take these, and this is how we're adding color to this project. And you can outline, you can color in solid, but our next job will be to add details of color using a permanent marker, okay? So here's just a little bit. It almost looks like stained glass because it's metallic underneath, and you're going to have all the texture, those bumps and ridges from the parts that we used our hot glue, those bump up, and then we can color in between those bumps and ridges to make our pictures even brighter and more colorful. All right, guys, we're going to color away. We'll be back. All right, guys, we've got ours colored with Sharpie markers, and you can see how the color pops off. It almost looks shiny because of that metal of the aluminum foil behind it. You can show yourself. All right, so that's your project. You can always take your scissors on the back and trim some of the extra if you want to. And you have a gift made from recycled and leftover items you might have at home, ready for Mother's Day. Bye, guys.
Bye.